Imagine leading a caravan of 60,000 people through the Sahara Desert, all in your name. Imagine giving away so much gold that it crashes the economy of an entire city. Sounds like a story out of a myth, right? Well, this isn't fiction. It's the tale of Mansa Musa, the wealthiest person to ever walk the earth. In 1280, a child was born in West Africa, in the Empire of Mali, who would one day become the wealthiest man in history. This boy's cries would eventually transform into the voice of a king, known as Mansa Musa, a name that echoes through history as a symbol of unimaginable wealth. Today, when we think of the richest people in the world, names like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and others come to mind. But even if we combined all their wealth, it would still pale in comparison to Mansa Musa's fortune. Born into the royal lineage of Mali, Mansa Musa wasn't just any royal child. He was destined for greatness. Mansa, in the Mali language, means sultan or king, and Musa was to become one of the greatest rulers in Mali's history. But here's where things take a turn. Musa wasn't initially the heir to the throne. In fact, he served as a trusted minister to the 9th Sultan of Mali, Abu Bakr II. The twist in Musa's journey to power begins when Sultan Abu Bakr II becomes obsessed with expanding his empire across the Atlantic Ocean. He sends 200 ships filled with soldiers, food, and supplies to explore the mysterious waters. However, none of those ships return save for one, whose captain spoke of a terrifying whirlpool that swallowed the fleet. Despite the tragedy, Abu Bakr was determined to continue his quest, but this time, he decided to lead the next expedition himself, leaving Mansa Musa in charge of Mali in his absence. Sultan Abu Bakr II departed with 3,000 ships, never to return. As the years passed, it became clear that Musa was the rightful ruler, and he officially ascended to the throne. Once Mansa Musa took control, his primary focus was on the prosperity of his empire. He knew that Mali's wealth lay in two vital resources, gold and salt. Musa strategically began to conquer neighboring regions that were rich in these resources, such as the famous gold mines of Bambuk. Under his rule, the Mali Empire expanded its territory from the Atlantic coast to the Niger River, reaching unprecedented heights of power and wealth. Mansa Musa's ambition wasn't just limited to wealth. He was deeply religious and a devout Muslim. In 1324, he embarked on a legendary pilgrimage to Mecca, known as the Hajj, which would showcase his immense wealth to the world. Accompanied by a caravan of 60,000 people, including 12,000 slaves carrying gold, Musa's pilgrimage became the stuff of legends. Along the way, he distributed gold generously to the poor and built mosques in the cities where his caravan stopped. His generosity was so extravagant that when he passed through Cairo, the massive influx of gold into the city's economy caused inflation that lasted for years. Despite his vast wealth, Mansa Musa understood the importance of maintaining peace and religious tolerance within his empire. While Islam was the dominant religion, he allowed people of other faiths to practice freely, ensuring that his rule was respected by all. Under his reign, Mali became a center of learning and culture, with the city of Timbuktu flourishing as a hub of knowledge, attracting scholars from across the Islamic world. Mansa Musa's incredible wealth didn't come from directly owning the gold mines, but rather from taxing the gold and salt trade that passed through his empire. His wise governance and control of trade routes made Mali one of the richest and most powerful empires in Africa. Even today, estimates of Mansa Musa's wealth are considered incalculable, as it far surpassed anything we can imagine in modern terms. The legacy of Mansa Musa remains one of the most fascinating stories of wealth, power, and vision in world history. His pilgrimage to Mecca, his expansion of the Mali Empire, and his commitment to education and religious tolerance all contribute to his enduring legend. While the world may never see such wealth again, Mansa Musa's story continues to captivate historians and inspire leaders to this day. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.